I've got a bone to pick, and seeing as though it's us 12 here, the gloves are off. We're going to talk about the state of the music video directing scene right now and how everyone is using generative AI and what that says about the scene. To get straight to the point, the budgets for these artists, for these signed artists, are getting lower and lower. Sometimes it's non-existent. And while that's happening, there's directors and editors that are out here fighting for credits with big artists and big labels. It's from these artists that they really love and would really love to have on their portfolio for budgets that are next to nothing. It's how much value they can provide for the lowest budget. And what really annoys me is, like, if they really knew how much value they had and how much dope pieces of art they could make if they get given that budget. Maybe it's my naivety and me just being idealistic, thinking that they really care about the art. Whereas, like, I'm starting to understand that a lot of these artists and creatives don't really care about the art. They're just service providers. It's exactly like your electric company, exactly like your gas company, exactly like your water company. They just provide generative AI. Hey, I need this quick, now, instant, and they'll put in their prompts and give them what they want for their social media. And for these artists, it works for them. I'm not mad about it. If you've got bills at the end of the day, you need to get paid, do what you need to do. Just don't be a wolf dressed in like sheep's clothing. Don't call yourself an artist or want the swag of a director and want to sit at my lunch table or other creatives' lunch tables without you really putting in the work. It's like kind of weird to me. Like, on a real level, doesn't it feel like a bit tacky to like use generative? Not even tacky, doesn't it make you feel like a bit icky? Tacky, icky, and like I'm using weird words to like explain this, but I think you get my point. Like, to use generative AI that's trained on other people's work, it's all a bit weird to me. It's a bit weird to me when you want to do it and take credit as a VFX artist or a 3D artist or an artist. I'm not mad about using AI as a tool. If you're using it for like rotoscoping or keying, I love corridor key. Like, it's part of my workflow now. I love corridor key. Saved me so much time. Highly recommend. But what I'm really like weirded out by is generative AI. Or you can find your own workaround. I really like the early janky stable diffusion AI where you could like feed in your own image prompts, as in like you'll get all your frames and make your own little edits on Photoshop. I'm just ranting, but I wonder, as a music artist, wouldn't you want like more control and meaning to like your visual art or your visual representation of your music? Like a music video or a visual or a visualizer is damn near like a visual passport to a new fan. It's part of your identity. It's what they know you for. It's what they see you in. So like pairing that with something like generative AI that's like worked on other people's work, it's like, I don't know, it just makes me feel weird. It's like, I don't feel demotivated. I've seen a lot of threads on Twitter of like people being demotivated about AI and other stuff. I'm quite the opposite. I feel like human-made stuff, which is such a weird thing to say. Like, I feel like stuff made by humans that's actually got like personality to it, and you can see the blueprints, you can see how the person's making it, you can see the breakdowns, the behind the scenes. I feel like that sort of art and that sort of documentation of your work will take you to another level now. People love to see the journey of you making art, and there's value in it. And it's better to be a point of reference than not to be remembered at all. So be a point of reference in a way where you're making something cool and people can get inspired and do their own versions, rather than, hey, I use this prompt that's trained on 15 million different artists' work which they didn't consent to. This is a side story, but just recently one of my online friends just shared a story about how all his music catalog got used by an AI platform and he didn't consent to it. We're in a weird space right now where every major company is using your data, your behavior patterns, your art for their own gain. I really believe we need to go back to making physical art and real life experiences. I like to highlight how JME recently done a cinema tour where he played his music videos and short films and had tangible things where people could buy, like they could touch and feel it and they could see it and hear new sounds, hear his new art, see his new art. We need to make more experiences like that where we have connections with humans and we can display it in a way where we want to, rather than putting it on platforms just to get put back in a cycle. And the irony is that we're here, I'm here, you clicked this, you stayed. If you stayed, you stayed till this long. And I'm just using your data, you know. I say all of this to say that I feel like as an artist, you get extra points for putting in the effort. Keep collaborating with those true artists and keep making art. Document what you make, share what you make. I feel like it's never been easier to make something cool. And like the map of artistry, not every location has been discovered yet. So just keep trying your combos, your punch combos, your kick combos, your different ways to put stuff together and make your art appear out there. But yeah, my name's Ilyas. If you reach this far of my rambling, drop a subscribe. I'd like to give a big shout out to my sponsor, me. I'm sponsoring myself. Yeah, so give a thumbs up. I've gone up 1,000% in subscribers from my last video. So that's a big achievement I'm really happy with. And yeah, I've never really like talked to a camera like this. I feel like I'm talking to like no one, so I'm very comfortable. But yeah, I'm gonna keep uploading. If you like this video, like, subscribe, comment.